Hey, here, let me share with you why Google Ads should be a major part of your advertising and mistakes you should avoid. You know, we have been, a lot of businesses are used to Facebook and Instagram ads, and very few businesses are taking advantage of Google Ads. So I'm going to share in this video with you why Google Ads should be an integral part of your business advertising. All right, one of the channels you should really leverage. Okay, so and also in the video, I'm going to share with you mistakes you should also avoid. You know, you can actually get on there and lose a lot of money if you do not understand some basic important things that you must avoid on that particular platform, on the channel, on Google Ads platform. All right, prior to this time, Google Ads we are referred to as Google AdWords. All right, so Google AdWords is the platform. Google Ads, so because it's no more Google AdWords, it's a platform where you can create your ad just like you do on Facebook and for Instagram as well. You know, just like we have the Facebook Ad Manager, now called the Meta Business Manager. All right, so where you can also have the Facebook studio and all that, where you have different tools for businesses and all that. So Google has the same thing, right? It may interest you to understand that at the moment, Google owns YouTube and other related platforms. Okay, so basically, what you need to understand about Google is that as an individual, as a business, 90% of your prospects believe Google very much more than they believe your own direct words. What do I mean? You know, when you go to Google yourself as a business person, go to Google and search for a particular word or search for a particular keyword, rather. Maybe you are looking for best styler in Lagos, so to say, and you find out the first two, three, or the first five that come out on Google search results. You will begin to rate the first five companies or individuals that showed up on Google search results as the best styler. Now, what you are going to do is that you are going to try to compare their skills and their prices. This same thing applies to your prospects. This same thing applies to your customers. All right, it applies to every intended customers. There is a particular school I did SEO for. So they wanted to be among the top search results when people are seeking for a school within their vicinity. All right, so we actually optimize that. So this is one of the advantages of Google Ads. It will help boost your search results. It will also help boost your placement on different platforms, and as well, you can also serve your ad to YouTube platforms as well. Now, this is it. First thing you need to understand is, as a platform, Google has their uniqueness. All right, as difficult as it may be, you know, most people may not accept this. Almost all your prospects believe Google. So what you should do is that whatever information is found on Google is more believable than your word. I've emphasized on that more and more. So on search result, if you go to your search on Google search and key in some keywords, I made an example and it comes out. Now you will see some that has ADS or AD under it. Now that shows that the ad result comes there. I mean, the search result is enabled by sponsored ad. All right, there are also some organic result that comes from the SEO optimization, the search engine optimization. All right, so I know you probably started advertising on Google, on Facebook, like every other person as a small business or even as a medium scale enterprise. You are very used to Google, Facebook platform, you are used to Instagram platform, and probably have never tried your hand on Google and probably thought Google is reserved for few people. That is what I needed to know. Primarily, Google Ads is an advertising platform developed for Google, developed by Google, just like Facebook advertising platform. All right, where advertisers pay to display brief advertisements, service offerings, product listings, video content, and generate mobile application installs within the Google Ads network to web users. If you check the web users at the moment in Nigeria, you will realize that chunk of those users go to Google every day for every information, starting from students, starting from working class, starting from aged, even pupils these days are taking advantage of Google as well to look for some of the information they need, especially when they are monitored by their parents here. Now, this is it. One of the key things you must understand is that irrespective of your industry, Google is a huge platform for you to leverage. Now, imagine having products for kids. And then when kids are looking for something under the supervision of their parents, and then your platform comes out. All right. Imagine also offering services that adults and maybe other students need, and then they come out. Imagine also having a product and services that different kind of people need, and when they search for it and they will look for it, or when they are browsing internet for maybe a particular platform to read a news, or to also, or even when they search on Google and the site redirected them to the results directed them to a particular site, and they get to see your displayed ad on a particular blog, they get to see a particular display ad on a particular section of a site. Now, this is enabled by Google AdSense. All right, so Google AdSense is actually a platform where Google ads are served to unique platforms, like different sites that have unique traffic of individuals from a particular location. For example, as a Nigerian, a site like Vanguard, a site like the Sun newspaper, and other related top search, okay, Lindy KG and the rest. Now, there's a particular product you may be interested to serve your ad to those particular platforms. Now, they call it display ad. All right, so image display ad or even video display ad on different platforms like that. And you can also have your animated ads as well displayed on those platforms as well. Now, this is one of the advantages of Google. Unlike Facebook platform that most of the Facebook third-party partners are not that huge compared to Google. All right. So with Google Ads, you can achieve the following benefits. One, now I'm not going to exaggerate anything. I'm not going to overemphasize anything here. I'm just going to tell you exactly the way it is. All right. Just like Facebook is, Google is also doing it. I'm not going to play down on any, but you have a higher advantage using Google Ads. One of the benefits is that Google gives you highly measurable results, unlike many forms of online and offline channels, including social media, TV, and TV advertising, radio, and many others. Now, when you are talking about advertising, media buying, you can never rule out TV and radio. You can never. All right, and also display ad, physically display, maybe billboards and other ones. You cannot rule them out. They are part of the media buying platforms. But here we are focusing on Google. Now, Google gives you those measurable results, okay? Unlike some other platforms that I've cited here. Now, that's one of the benefits. Now, how does Google give you those measurable results? Now, you may tell me that, yeah, Facebook, Instagram as well gives you measurable results, but this is one of the advantages of Google results. Now, you must, on Google, realize that two things. Your ad must lead somewhere. One of the difficulties people face when creating ad on that platforms is that they can choose to just make the ad revolves within the platform. But on Google, you have Google Analytics to help you analyze your ad results, where the traffic, where the people spend more time. Yeah, you will tell me that Facebook has the same thing using Facebook tracker when you are trying to set up the console on the for the conversion ads. Yeah, I agree. As well, Facebook ads has that, but Google has defined more trackable means using Google Analytics. All right, so two, great for receiving high volumes traffic that are targeted to your products or services. Awesome, awesome. Now, I love Google for this particular one. You know, for instance, you know, if you have gone to, if you've spent a few times on YouTube, you would have understood the huge traffic sources on YouTube. Now, this is it. Google gives real-time, high-quality traffic. Why am I saying this? Facebook has a lot of young people who are lying about their age, right? Now, Google has a means in which the traffic we are going to be getting is coming from a verified search. Someone is looking for something you are offering. And because you've created an ad on Google and it's served on Google display and Google search display, then you come out among the results. The next thing is that you have gotten someone who is already looking for you. That's a huge advantage. This person is already looking for you, all right? Compared to Facebook ad, in which you have to try a whole lot to tweak the audience. Now, this particular one, yeah, you are going to do a lot with keyword research and the rest. But the traffic you're going to be getting from display ad, from search display, you are getting traffic from people who are already looking for you and your kind of services. That's why I said Google gives high quality targeted traffic. All right. Now, three, Google Ads can be implemented easily with almost immediate results. Yeah, it can be implemented easily with almost immediate results. This is it. You have a means to measure these things. One of the advantages is if you don't make sales, you will have more visibility on Google Ads, Google search display. All right. So it's a two-way thing. You have a measurable result almost immediately. All right. So four, Google Ads will help you to rank better than your competitors on the search result. Now, there is something about Google Ads. You know, you can actually create an ad that puts your competitors on a very disadvantaged edge. The reason is that, for instance, you can create an ad that rubbishes, no, let me not use that word. You can create an ad that discredits your competitors. For example, you are offering marketing services. You can create an alternate kind of ad. All right, for example, can people search for words like alternative to Facebook ad, for example? Now, it will come to the result will be Google Ads. Google Ads. Now, you can create an ad that has to do with alternative to a particular popular competitor of yours. All right, so now imagine you were one of the new generation banks, say Sterling Bank, and then you create an app alternative to Zenith Bank. And then the ad result says Sterling Bank is your best bet, is your best alternative. They offer this, they offer that, and they offer the rest. Now, this is one of the best advantages when you want to deal with your competitors. All right, so I may not be able, you may not be able to get this explanation theoretically, but practically, when you are setting up your ad, you are going to understand this particular video is actually meant to educate you on why Google Ads should be an integral part of your business. By the way, if you are new to my channel, I want you to do me two favors. If you have watched these videos from the beginning to these points, and you think you've learned one or two things from it, there is a particular subscribe button right in on this video. would like you to click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell. Also help me to share this video and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well. With that, you are encouraging me to create more engaging and insightful videos to aid your business growth. All right, so number 5, you can create campaign strategies based on your audience demographics. Yes. All right, so you can basically target a specific region, target a specific location. You can target a specific age range. You can target a specific gender, just like every other digital platforms. Okay, so number 6. Let's keep going. So what's the next benefit? Google Ads serves your ads to high quality audience. Yeah, very high quality audience. You know, when you are doing site display ads, you know, this is a very, when I say Google gives you high quality traffic, I understand what I'm saying. You know, for people, very few people go to YouTube to watch content that relates to your kind of business. I mean, very few non-quality traffic here. Now, for example, now, if you are offering a service, maybe you have properties you are selling, you will find out that people who want to find out information about properties, investing in properties, will go to YouTube to try to search for how to invest in properties without being scammed, for instance. Or they would rather go to Google and type how to invest in properties in Nigeria without being scammed. Now, take note of the keywords that are in those in that particular sentence: properties, invest, scam. All right, how to invest in properties, how to invest properties in Lagos. Okay, so Lagos will be another keyword without being scammed. All right, how to invest in properties in Lagos without being scammed. Now look at this. Already, these are people looking for you. This is why in one of my videos about real estate, I actually said, when you are creating campaigns for real estate, go in also in the line of educational. While you go in a direct sales, there are people who are scared. Right? I also shared this earlier. If you check my video down there, you will see where I said you should create a 2 or 3 page ebook that has to do with the fears that these people have. All right. Once someone like this clicks on a search on Google and then gets redirected to it, they should get to your funnel first. Right? They are just getting to meet you for the first time. So where they should get to should be your funnel. On getting there, they shouldn't just start seeing jargons, industry jargons that they don't get to understand. They came based on this fear from Google search results. What they should see first is, okay, you may be having this, you may have interest in investing in properties in Lagos, you have heard about this, you have heard about this, and you've heard about this. Now, these 2 pages ebook will help you understand what to avoid, what to do, and how not to do. Now, if you leave them coming there and living there, you probably may not be able to get them, except you get to spend additional money to reach them. So now, when you have these people get into your funnel, you can do what we call follow-up afterwards. So the first thing you need to do, anyways, that's a different video entirely. Now, let's get back and concentrate on Google Ads. I was almost carried away. That is why you must subscribe to my channel, because I share real quality content every week. All right, so you have to subscribe to this channel and you have to share this channel to someone else to subscribe and benefit from it. All right, so quickly, let's go back. So Google will help serve your ad to high quality audience. Now, another thing is, aside the numerous benefits, there are some critical measures and mistakes you must avoid so you don't end up losing money while creating Google Ads. Now, one of such is, just like other channels like Facebook, Yahoo, Twitter, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Bing, and Yale, and so many others. Google Ads has PPC and PPI. All right, so those are different ad process you can get, just like we have different ad objectives. We also have, you can choose to do PPC, which is pay per click, but you can also choose to do PPI. Now, I always discourage people from doing PPI. The reason is that you get to pay every time your ad is served to for 1,000 audience. All right, so that's more like creating awareness. If you are doing just awareness, ad is perfect. But in the last few years, all my interviews from business people has always been that one. I want people to get to know my business. I want people to get to know what I sell and then buy from me. So by and out, the end result is that they want more clients, they want more customers, though they want to reach more people. So creating awareness ad to me is not always advised. Take note, if you are a very big brand, like maybe in Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria and you understand brands like Guinness, who advertise billboards for fun and maybe for just awareness sake, yeah. But you are not as large as such corporations. So what you need to understand is that your most important assets for every ad campaigns is the lead you are able to generate, not even the sales. The lead you are able to generate. Reason is that people hardly buy from strangers. I'm not saying people don't buy from strangers. I said they hardly. So meaning that out of 100%, the percentage that will buy from strangers may just be like 40%, if not less than. All right. Of course, that's an assumption. That's not a verified data. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that be sure that you have a means to collect real-time data, the leads, all right? So I always advise go with the pay-per-click option. Reason is that you are charged when they click, all right? So what then will make your ad campaigns with Google worthwhile is that where they land after the click should be very important, all right? So this is why you must understand the best funnel to create for every of your ad campaigns. I have shared this also in one of my videos. You should watch this. Go check my timeline, my channel. You are going to see this on my channel. Right? Be sure you watch this and then you are going to understand what exactly I'm talking about. Now, going forward, Google PPC should be what you should consider most. With PPC, you can serve your ad also to Google search results. You can also serve your ad to YouTube. You can also search your ad to different external Google partner sites. All right. So, however, PPC has its unique challenges and requires research into target market. All right. So, what I'm trying to explain to you here is that just like every other pattern of ads, all right, pay-per-click also has its unique challenges. So first thing you must understand is that before you create your ad, you should take a time to make your research. I advise this always. Don't just took up your computer, click on Google Ads, and then begin to say, now, you have to understand the process. You have to understand a few things about the industry you want to create the ad for, especially if you are a marketing agency. But if you are creating this for your business, you have to take time to make a research or into the target markets that you are actually sending your ad to, all right, before any implementation. Now, it's possible to see low returns as well. Don't get me wrong. When you see me talk about Google Ads, it's not that Google Ads don't have low result or even no result. Yeah, it's possible to see very low returns or none if not set up correctly, just like every other channel. So I tell people, TV ads work, radio ads work, every other platforms work. You know, in one of my videos where I shared what channels should I focus on, I talked about this. The truth you must understand is that the channel is very low effect of your results. I mean, the channels are not the reason why. Most times, channels are not the reason why you get very low results. It's your understanding and the right means of creating the ad on the channel that determines this. All right, so your research should include keyword research and analysis, so that you can see out the keyword terms that people use to search for what you offer. I just cited one in the real estate. If you are part of those that are selling retail stores, maybe for fashion, you get to understand that people are searching for particular brands. All right. If you sell those kind of brands, you must understand how to get visible using Google Ads on Google search results. To come out using those keywords, you must understand how to bring those out. Take your time to carry out your keyword research. All right. The data you find will include one, search volumes per month. All right. That will guide you on your decision on the keywords to use. Two, the volumes for locations you want to target. All right. Three, it will produce negative keywords. What that means is that the similar to your main keywords, but then you get to understand what you are bidding for. All right. Now, it will give you an idea of what people are looking for and how they search for it. Yeah. It will give you an idea of what people are looking for in your niche. For example, I've mentioned real estate, people in consulting, people in marketing, people in fashion, people in different areas. So what people are looking for, Google will give you an idea of what people search for when you spend your time to do your keyword research. All right. So in my next video, I think I'm going to spend time to take you through practically how to carry out unique keyword research on Google. Yeah, I'm going to do that practically. All right. So also, the display network is available, which works differently from the search network in many ways. I told you Google has different ad objectives, just like on Google. On Google we have, you can have the messaging ad, you can have traffic, you can have conversion, you can have awareness, different kinds of ads. Now, also you have placements on Facebook as well. So your placement can be, you want it to be on on Facebook timeline. You want it to be on Instagram timeline. You want it to be on story. You want it to be on the right bar of the Facebook page. You want it to be on the Google Facebook partner platform. Now, Google has the same thing. The display network and the search network results. So all these are a part of Google placements. All right, these are part of Google placements that you must take your time to understand. All right, with the display network, people aren't searching for your products, but on sites that they visit which are closely related to what you do. I've mentioned this. I even mentioned the likes of Minda KG and the rest of the blogs and other sites, including YouTube. Yeah. All right. So you can target them with contextually targeted text and banner ads. All right, that they can click on to get to your funnel or your website, landing page, whatever you call it. But basically, I always advise every of your campaign shouldn't take anybody to your website directly. They should take them to your funnel. I don't know. I have differentiated between a funnel and a website in one of my videos. You should watch that. All right. So don't send people directly to your website. Someone lands on your website, and the next thing is they are confused. What took them there is not what they are seeing. All right. So automatically they get confused and they land here and they want to exit. And then when they exit, you've lost a potential asset. All right. So they should land on your funnel. When they land on your funnel, you should be able to take them on a journey out, continue from there. People don't do you don't do closing. I don't know why how do you intend to close sales without the contact? When they land on your platform, you should be able to offer something that will help you get their most cherished asset, which is actually the data, the lead, the information, the email address, phone number, and their name. Now, for example, I land there on your real estate platform, real estate funnel, and then the next I get a call from you. Hi, my name is Timothy Anieti. I'm calling from so XYZ Homes. All right, so we got your interest in our properties day before yesterday, I think you came through Google and landed on a funnel, and I believe you got the 2 pages ebook that we gave you on how to identify the best properties in Lagos. Now we would like to talk to you further on the best locations and the best prices and possible valuation of the properties, and how we can help you estimate where to invest and get good return in the next 2 to 3 years, so that you don't end up wasting money in the wrong property. Also, will help you identify the right documents to look for before you put your money in any property. You have up to 5 minutes that can speak with you right now. How are you going to be able to reach this prospect and speak about all this when you don't have the most important asset, the data of the person? All right. So you can say real estate is all about closing. It's all about calling to close sales. How do you intend to close sales without you doing this? I mean, without you being able to get their data, without you being able to capture the most cherished assets. So every of your ad campaigns from Google should lead you somewhere that will help you capture lead. All right. So that's a story for another day. That's a teaching for another day, rather. Now, there is no perfect research or strategy. Always test your PPC art. Always test your art, irrespective of your type or channel. Always test your art. There is no perfect strategy. There is no perfect research. All right. Always test and test and test until you've seen the one that converts best, including your creative, including your content, including your audience setting, including everything. Then when you found the one that converts better, you do what? You scale. All right. You scale it to give you the best result. Now, always test your PPC ad to ensure you are promoting the benefit that your target audience is interested. All right. You can test absolutely anything, including offers, discount price, features, benefit, call to actions, coupons, dynamic keyword insertion, and much more. Test everything. I've said that, test everything. All right. For each ad group, you should have at least 2 ads so that you can run some split tests and then choose the best performing ones that you can scale. All right. So I've explained this over and over again. Test, test, and test every of your ad campaign. All right. Without testing, you won't know which features or benefits your target markets are most responsive to, and your click-through rates and conversions will underperform. All right. The reality is many advertisers do not test, and that is an advantage to you, of course. And then, I talked about how you can take advantage of your competitors. This is one of it. And your campaigns will perform even more, all right, profitably. Now, that is what you need to do that your competitors don't do. Take advantage of it. Very important. Now, one of the things you need to do is run display campaign. Despite their low CTR click-through rates, but banners are an effective way to promote your product and boost your sales. In fact, banner ads are effective at raising brand awareness. So if you're interested in creating awareness art, you must consider banner art, all right? But if you're looking for direct response, I think you need to do more, all right? In terms of video ads, in terms of text, right? On Google Ads, being at other platforms, you can create and promote your banner ads in just minutes. Simple as that. All right. So you can also text ads on Google. You can also run text ads on Google Display and also on Google search networks. All right. Although not as impactful as banners, you will often see a better conversion rate because people who read the text will be more qualified. That's it. All right. So launch targeting. Launch retargeting campaigns here. Launch retargeting campaigns. These are things you must do with Google Ads. Launch retargeting campaigns. Someone that gets to you for the first time and then gets to see you over and over and over again will eventually buy. But then understand how to do this. All right. So this has to do with you being able to track and then using the same data to retarget them. All right. If you have a website visitor who browsed and then showed interest in your product and didn't buy, and then maybe for your service and he ended up not establishing the right contact, you can follow them up until they are back to you as your customer, as your client. All right. So add a call to action. Now, don't leave this to fate. This is one of the mistakes people make in creating their marketing campaigns. They just start it up and then say a lot of stories, and at the end of the day, they are not able to call out the right action. All right, they are not able to place the right calls to action. This is one of the most important aspects of your marketing. Call to action. Every stories you've told from the beginning to the end. What matters is how you are able to call them to action. All right, it's very important. It always surprises me how many advertisers make that mistake. All right, so a CTA leads to high click-through rates, okay? Because it makes it easy for people to understand what you want them to do. Now look at on this video you're watching now. If you are new on my channel, you watch and then go out, irrespective of the fact that you enjoy this video. But the moment you heard me tell you, please subscribe to my channel, click on the subscribe button there and turn on the notification bell, and also help me to click the thumbs up and also comments. Let me know what you feel about this video, because it makes this video show to more people. Now, I have placed a request, more like a call to action. If I just allowed you to watch this video to the end without saying any of that, you probably would just watch and leave, irrespective of the fact that you got value. All right, so call to actions are very important. Don't play with it. All right, turn off mobile apps placement. All right, this is it. There are some pops on mobile app, but it has a negative effect. Now, app placements are ineffective for many advertisers simply because mobile screen sizes are small. Now, I know that this can be responsive. You can create very responsive ads, okay? And as people scroll on their devices, they mistakenly click on your ad. Now, this is it. Take your time, review yourself. You've gone to a particular platform like watching videos on the YouTube timeline, and suddenly an ad pops and you mistakenly click. The next thing you do is to click back on your phone, back to where you were, without even paying attention. Now, what happens is you are using a pay-per-click ads. Once you click mistakenly or intentionally, the advertiser is charged. You, the advertiser, will be charged. As such, you don't want to leave your ad clicks to fate. Right? Your ad clicks should be intentionally clicked, not mistakenly clicked. All right, so that's why I said make your ad to display outside of mobile apps when you are creating your placements. All right, so avoid mobile apps in some of your ads campaigns. Depends, except you are running a particular ad that has to do with something that will require that. Of course, we have different kinds of ads, but for ads that are very important and must go to a particular site, your funnel, must go to your funnel, and then you know that there's something very important and should be intentionally clicked by real interested persons, not just people scrolling through their timeline or having a browse on a particular app. All right, by mistake, get to click and then go back. All right, so landing pages, these are part of the mistakes you must avoid. All right, I've been citing mistakes you must avoid. All right, it's fine. Landing pages, this is one reason I will always keep Google ads. All right, because most Google ads, unlike Facebook, you cannot just run Google ads without a destination, right? But on Facebook, you can always create your destination to be on your page. Maybe, for example, on the Instagram ads, you can make it to be page views. Whereas what you are really looking for is actually sales. You're looking for conversion, but you are sending people to page views. Now, I said this often. Okay, this is a different video, not for Instagram anyways. So Google ads, you must have a ready landing page before creating your Google ads, because you don't want to waste your traffic. All right, so targeted text ads. Now, text ads are an important feature of advertising on the web, and they are the primary ad type on pay-per-click platforms. All right, like Google ads, Bing ads, Facebook. All right. Now, I would personally recommend this one. All right. I'll personally recommend it for Google because two things happen. You get Google visibility on search results, and you also have a display. You can use contents to outrank your competitors. All right. So, but one of their challenges is that they limit the number of words and characters that you can add. Now, for example, on Google Ads and for English Ads, especially, the text has a 25 character limit, and that usually equates to a minimum of 3 words. Okay, and the 2 description lines each has a maximum of 35 character limit, and the display URL has a 35 character limit. Okay, now so you have to limit your writing. All right, so you have very little space to promote your product or services, and this you cannot do with if you are not very creative. You have to your first line, which is supposed to be your heading. If you understand copywriting, your very first your heading must be very brief and catchy. All right, that's what determines if they will read the subheading and if they will make a click. All right, so you have to be able to be very smart, brief, and then creative. That call to action must be integrated into the content. All right, so improve quality scores. All right, improve quality scores. Quality score QS, all right, is one of the key features of an ad. All right, of an ad. It's actually what determines true success from failure. Now, this is it. The quality score for each keyword is rated on a scale of 1 to 10. And this is actually an estimate, though, all right? It estimates the quality of your ads and landing pages triggered by the keywords, all right? So this is it. It's one of 2 factors that determine your ad rank, and the other is cost per click, all right? So calculating ad rank is easy, and the formula is actually very simple. 1, ad rank CPC bid times quality score, all right? Just multiply it, CPC bid by quality score, and then you've got your ad rank, all right? So it's as simple as that. Now, this is it. When you are creating and focusing on your ad campaigns on Google, one of the things you must pay critical attention for is that, 1, your content is not coming from your mind, all right? Your content is as a result of your research on keywords, because the keywords must be rightly integrated into every of your content, all right? So when writing your content, be careful of this. Don't just pick your computer and write content for your Google Ads, okay? Setting up Google Ads, you need real-time research to come up with this. All right, so my next video will take time to practically explain how you can practically research your keywords and how you can also understand Google Analytics. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to share this video with your audience as well, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you feel about this particular video in the comment box below. I'll see you next. My name is Timothy Anetia.